Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of writing linear equations, specifically how we can write them given 2 points, and we'll do it in 5 minutes or less. So you see across the top here 4 different formulas, and we're going to move from left to right. So if you were given 2 points and you want to write it in either in a linear function in either slope-intercept or the standard form, first you need to find the slope, and that's going to be this m equals change in y over change in x. So let's label our x's and our y's real quick to make sure we put them in the right spots. All right, so then we're just going to use this m equals change in y. So that's going to be m equals 0 minus 2, right? At y2 minus y1, and then x2 4 minus, and then negative 2, x2 minus x1. So that's going to give me negative 2 over, that's a 4 plus 2 because the two negatives cancel, so that's negative 2 over 6. So let's just make it negative 1/3. All right, now that I've got my m, I could use that in my point slope form. So I'm going to take one of these coordinates. Let's go ahead and use the second set. Whenever you can use a 0, it just makes life a lot simpler. And I'm going to plug this into here. So y minus, and then there's my y, 0, equals my slope, negative 1/3, and then x minus, and then I'm going to use that 4. All right, so we don't need to worry about that. That's great. Y equals, all I need to do is distribute this out. So negative 1/3 x, and then I've got this negative 1/3 times negative 4, so the two negatives are going to make a positive, and that's just going to be 4/3. All right, so here is my answer of how I can write this linear function in slope-intercept form. Now, how do I turn that into standard form? All I need to do is I just need to move that x over onto the left, because it's the ax plus by equals c. So let's just do this. Let's just add 1/3 x to both sides. That's going to cancel out. And this is what we're going to get. 1/3 x plus y equals 4/3. And that's how you can take 2 points and write it in point slope, slope-intercept, and standard form. Let's look at another example. In our next example, our x and y coordinates seem like they're hidden a little bit. We got f of 3 equals 5, f of 1 equals 4, but those are 2 coordinates here. So remember that sometimes we will get f of x equals something, which means these are our 2 x coordinates. These are our independent variables, so we're going to start with these independent variables, which means what we get over here is our dependent variable. Those are our y coordinates. So if we really wanted to kind of just pull them out, we could get 3, 5, and we would get 1, 4. So now that we've got that, we've got all that we need. Let's get our slope, right? Our slope is m equals, and let's just label these right here, x2 and y2. So change in y, so that's going to be 4 minus 5 over change in x, 1 minus 3. So that's going to equal negative 1 over negative 2. So those two cancel out. All right, so my slope is 1/2. Let's put this into the point slope form, and let's use that first set, that 3, 5, if we want to. So y minus, and then remember my y1 is 5, equals 1/2, that's my slope, x minus, my x1 is 3. So now we just need to distribute this out right here. So y minus 5 equals 1/2 x, remember 1/2 is our slope, minus, let's just make it 3/2. Let's just keep it as an improper fraction. Now we need to add 5 to both sides, right, to kind of isolate that y to get us into our slope-intercept form. So that's y equals 1/2 x. Now I've got the plus 5 minus 3/2. Really, that's just 1/2. So 5 minus 1/2, that's going to be 3/2. Go ahead and put that into a mixed number. So that's how we would write that in slope-intercept form. Then if I wanted to write that into standard form, let me rewrite this. And you're going to see all we need to do is we need to move that 1/2 x over here. So we're going to subtract 1/2 x from both sides. We're going to get minus 1/2 x plus y equals that positive 3/2. And that's how you'd write it in standard form.